for the Shop Report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. But first, a word from our sponsor. Yeah. That's right. Legacy Adventure Park. It's the place where your next paintball experience awaits. If you want to leave a question or comment during today's program, by all means, please do so. We will throw it up on the screen, and y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, won't be seen on this screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get. That being said, joining me on the program today is my cat from across the way. I can't never find y'all's intros, but let me do it anyway. Oh, here it is right here. Here we go another time. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Joey James, a.k.a. Double J. Tell the people what you say.
What a way to kick off the playoffs. They are here, and the play-in has delivered thus far.
All right. Okay, then. Yes, great intro. Man, we got a comment already rolling in. Let's see who we got here. All right. Oh, is that Mr. Alba? Is that Mr. Alba? Is that my boy?
That's cousin. That's
cousin. Okay, it don't matter. Shout out there to the Albas, baby. Shout out, baby. That's right. We're here to talk about the NBA playoffs, and appreciate y'all for joining us for our NBA specifically playoff edition. That's right. The play-ins are taking place. Double J, would you please give us a quick update while we wait on Gully to get in? Okay, I don't know where he fit in, but he's supposed to be getting in. You understand? Give us an update, please.
We are all knotted at 114 after those free throws from Tyler Hero. The Hornets came back with the following play and sunk a three with Kobe White there.
Oh wow! Okay then. All right then. Can you hear this one, Double J? Really? Oh man, I have no idea. What in the world, Helena, is happening? Okay, well, you might have to do it on your end. It's always some technical difficulties. And you know what's sad? I cleaned off for the first time, I cleaned the pod track off, and let me see. And all of a sudden, we ain't got no sound effects. What about now? Still none? Oh, boy. All right. When we go to our next commercial break, I'll try to figure out what it is. But anywho, we're here to talk about, okay, shout out to Gully. Gully, shout out to Gully. Gully is here. All right, then. All right, Gully. I got to find your intro. I don't know where it is. Oh, that's right. D. Gully from the CLM Bus. What you sleeping for, man? Oh, my gosh. Oh, wow. You didn't like that. Hey, man, right quick, Gully.
Nah, don't Gully me. Nah, go ahead, bro. I'm asleep still.
Don't act like that, man. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
We got overtime in the first play-in game.
Oh, shout out for that. Hey, man, my Gully, my sound effects not going on. What am I doing here?
Nah, bro, we got to have a talk, man. I think they reached the end of life, bro.
The pod tracks?
Yeah, nah, because I'm gonna tell you, this is why I'm a half hour late, bro. I have the pod track, mine, for example.
Yeah.
The behavior I'm having is Windows registers the sound. It registers it as a speaker.
Yeah.
It's registered as a microphone. When I have my mics connected, there is no output. The EQ that shows that I'm talking it does not deliver the audio the way it should. So if I got connected to my pod track right now, you guys would just be
really. Okay, so I'm about to do something. Y'all, hey, shout out to the people. Oh, let me give a shout out. I got sound effects here, but they won't kick in. So it's an applause button. Shout out to all of the people. Let me just say right quick, I know we do.
Shout out to Carhartt Workwear. Nice hat, bro.
Hey man, don't do that, bro.
No, that's a Detroit brand now. So
that's right, baby. Detroit, Motor City, baby.
Listen.
Out again.
We need to talk to them.
I can hear them in my ear. I don't know why they're not coming through.
I would be down for a brand collab. Absolutely.
Hey, Shop Report Carhartt. Yeah, we get seen at work when we talking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Settle down. Okay. I only gave you $20. Boy, you
so
really
just quickly, I don't know if you guys saw earlier in this game. It looked like LaMelo Ball was not. He should have got a flagrant too, in my opinion. But I do have a poll up there, which was, do you believe the play was dirty?
I saw that. Yeah, hey, that's something new. Shout out to StreamYard for adding new stuff here. You know what I'm saying? But I really don't like how y'all interrupt me. I was getting ready to give a shout out to the peoples or whatever the case may be. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I know we don't come here every week, once a week like we used to. You know, all three of us have various, just to, fill y'all in right quick. We got various life issues going on, family, one of us had a new addition to the family. I wish I could get a button shout out for that. You know what I mean? So, that's 3:00, feedings and boo-boos and all that kind of stuff up the back. I'm just saying, okay. But we're glad to be here with y'all today. But again, man, without you all, there is no us. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Man, people make the thing go. No matter who you're watching, whether it's first take, last take, they should take it back is what they should do. Because, that stuff on TV, I can't get down with it anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we better than, but used to be when Stuart Scott and all them was doing it, man, they actually had debates, you know what I mean? And discussions. Now it's argues and who is and all of that, and it's really like at the end of 45 minutes, you're like, who said what and why? So we try to bring y'all a better product, we do. But again, man, shout out to the people, because without you, again, there is no us. We are, of the people and not above the people. You know what I'm saying? So again, I wish y'all the sound effect would come through, but shout out to the folks.
Double J, check the chat.
What are you checking the chat for?
I said Double J, check the chat.
Jubba who? Jubba J. Jubba J, check the chat. Now when I do it, it's all hee ha ha and gogglings. Yeah.
I was trying to listen. If you you check the chat, you will see why I just tried to direct that straight to him. Since you got to put our private chat on the public display, which defeats the purpose of the private chat. But that's all right, bro. Don't mind me. I'm just saying I'm new to the thing. That's all right. Never mind. I'm brand new. My bad. Hey, I'm welcome to class. I'm here.
Oh, wow. Okay. So in other words, hey, listen, don't try to rap or rhyme, whatever it is. Leave that to me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me the other day, how you doing? I said, you know me, I'm chilling, time killing, always willing, never illin', ain't no thing, can't complain. It's all the same. Definitely ain't no shame in my game. Bark too dogged. Mrs. Alva, shout out to Mrs. A. Man, I miss you too, bickering. Oh, yeah. I wish I could get. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Alva.
Yeah. Well, put the baby on. Okay. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he got some really live stuff to say. But I don't know why, Gully. Yeah, the sound effects. I sent you the video thing. Did you get that by any chance?
When did you send it?
I mean, if you check your phone, what you mean? When did I send it? I sent it early enough that you should have got it.
Well, if I'm asking when did you send it, that doesn't mean I didn't get it. That means I haven't acknowledged it.
Okay, well then say that. That's really what that is. Just say you didn't acknowledge it.
So you. I just did by saying when did you send it?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say you didn't send it because it may have been on my phone, but I don't know when because I haven't checked for it. So I ain't about to say you ain't send it.
Why you ain't?
So no, I was correct. Hey, listen, bro.
You getting real spicy right now.
So much.
I've listened so much.
We ain't talked about sports topic the first since I've been on here, and you gonna blame it on me.
Because that ain't what we right. Yeah, right. Exactly. Right. Exactly. Shoot, I don't know what you're talking about. Man, I'm trying to get why won't my sound effects come in, bro? What did I do? Did I disconnect something? Hey,
no, let me ask you a question if you're looking at it right. First of all.
Yeah, hold on. Let me try this. Let me see this. Can you hear me? Oh no.
Okay, so all right, so it'll be pad 8. So pad 8 is the slider on your mixer. Is that up or down? Where is this?
It's up. I got it up, and my on air button is on too.
Okay, so when you press the pad, do you see the EQ on the LCD? Does the EQ bounce to suggest that it's playing a sound?
Hold on, let me see. Don't say nothing. Yep, it's going up.
All right, so it goes back to that that mystery setting that we somehow figured out or didn't figure out going way back several months. I think it was about a year ago. There was some interface that we dealt with when we got into StreamYard, some presetting that we either, it seems like, if I understand the behavior, it seems to be, let's say, inconsistent. Like the behavior you would, based off of reading it, the behavior we want actually comes from picking the options we appear not to want. So it's like it's an opposite. It's more like the opposite effect, if you will. It's something that we'll need to have like a post-show scrum to figure that out.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense to me.
Yeah, like,
but you know what I think though? I don't have the plastic covering over mine, and it gets dusty. So I clean mine off today. I put all the sliders down and all of that or whatever it is, and I'm thinking that might have something to do with it. But I'm sitting here looking at it, and it's not complicated. You know what I mean? It ain't but so many switches.
It's not complicated. I just can't remember offhand what setting we toggle. It goes back to StreamYard, not necessarily the pod track itself, but it's StreamYard.
Oh yeah. That's right. It's StreamYard. That's right. All right. When we go to our break, when we go to our next break, or whatever it is, we'll try to figure it out or whatever. Double J, hey, right, I need you to come back right quick. Where does he go? This is what I want.
Check the private chat. You figure it out.
Oh. Hey, well, who are you talking to like that? You better check.
I'm talking to you, Carhartt.
Check yourself.
Carhartt.
I'm
talking to you, Carhartt Workwear. Carhartt
anyway.
Service Plus.
Okay.
With the powder blue.
All right. Anyway, before we get to this NBA playoff edition, I know y'all sat there like, dang, I'm going to say hurry up and get to it. I just want to ask y'all this question. Are you going to see the Michael Jackson biopic?
Man, listen, I got a report the other day.
I got one too. I'm glad that his nephew that's playing the role.
Then you and I ain't got the same report.
Well, I didn't say we did. Check it, boy.
I know clearly we didn't. Your reaction and mine, man. You know, you ever have that cousins?
Oh man, we don't want to hear the old. I had to walk 8 miles in the snow when I was in 1941. No,
I'm just saying, bro.
Nobody want to hear that, man.
Listen.
Oh boy. Okay.
Listen.
How many times you gonna say listen?
I'm gonna go see the movie. I'm gonna go.
So you set us up. So you went through all of that to just say you was gonna go see the movie?
Yeah, because I'm gonna go live my support.
I hope your mustache fall off.
Hey, listen, drop the top on that cap.
I know. Listen, I ain't ashamed. Everybody, listen. If I could take these headphones and this hat off quick enough and put it back on, I would, but I can't. So I ain't. But I'm just saying, I ain't ashamed to say I know I got cradle cap. And it ain't coming back. But don't get it twisted, young. It might be snow on the roof, but it's fire in the furnace. I'm just going, hello, holla. Yeah, holla at your boy. Yeah. So you're going to, but his nephew's playing the role from my understanding.
Jafar Jackson, yes.
Okay, well, whatever the case, I just know the one Flex Washington did. I don't ever want to see that again.
Oh, man.
It was terrible.
Listen, if you want to talk about anybody who have a redemption story in Hollywood, it has to be him. Because that right there, it should have ended his career, but he somehow came back from that. I don't know how he ended up getting the role. What is like? I think he spoke on it, and it's worth revisiting to find out what his mindset was behind taking that role.
Well, at the end of the day, he probably saved himself. You know what I mean, with the one-on-one, the TV show, because that was a pretty good TV show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He made up for it a little bit. You know what I mean. But don't do no more movies. Double J said he got the Nelly this. What did that mean? Oh yeah. Oh wow. Was it that bad, Double J? Dang. All right.
You watched him for 32 minutes. It took me 12 seconds.
I can't see nothing with these glasses on.
Clearly, bro. Because 12 seconds into it, I sent them in the private chat, and you've been watching them since 9:30.
All right. Well, anyway, we're gonna take another quick break, and we come back. I can't see nothing with these. I don't understand what you're trying to say. You disrespecting your elders today a whole lot now. Okay, don't cross the street. You know what I'm saying? So who crossed the road first, the chicken or the mongoose, baby? You understand me? We're going to take another break. When we come back, then we're going to get into some of this NBA talk. My man Double J is having a MASH unit type issue right now. Oh, my gosh.
This is Josh Cribbs, 3-time NFL Pro Bowler, all-decade return specialist. You're listening to the Shop Report.
Cleo Miller, former Cleveland Browns, and you're listening to the Shop Report. Hi, this is Dick Ambrose. You're listening to the Shop Report, and go Brown.
Hey, this is the top dog, Hanford Dixon. Listen to the Shop Report.
This is Ernest Viner, and you are listening to the Shop Report.
Hey everybody, Jimmy Has from Cleveland Browns, and I can tell you, my favorite podcast is the Shop Report.
All right, we are back. Gully, could you hear it then? And see, we got all these people here. Y'all see this? I'm glad all these people are seeing how y'all do. We don't get to come here often, and then this is what they do. They leave me solo. I don't want no monologues. This ain't the movie Network, 1974. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's get some of the fixing. Oh, shout out to Adam, my man Adam, for whatever reason, my sound effects are not working, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what the deal is. I should have came on here early. We should have came in the studio a little earlier to try to see if that was going to be an issue or whatnot. But yeah, oh, Gully, you decided to come back. Yeah, shout out to my man Adam. Gully, can you hear it now?
Oh, hell no!
Oh, you ain't here. Can you hear it now?
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, they come through. They come through. You good?
Oh, you heard it?
Yeah.
I wonder if I just went right quick into the settings.
Yep.
And I changed the mic settings.
Okay.
But I don't know why. Why would it be the mic settings?
Here's the key. Just have hard coded in your brain what you have set up now, because we know.
Yeah, I got it. But if from here on out, whenever we do the go around, I'm gonna just double check to make sure the settings are where they need to be, because it wasn't on the pod track setting, the mic button. It was on Zoom Real Tech or something like that. But I'm surprised you could still hear me. But anyway, okay, so you can hear this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. Can you hear this?
Hey man, nobody want to hear you chewing, man. This dude right here, bro. Anyway, I'm glad we got our sound effects back. Okay, we're gonna throw Double J. I hope you're all right over there.
Yeah, he good. He good.
Okay, well when you come back, I need you to scroll. All right, let's get into some of this, dog. Let's get into some of this NBA playoff edition. That's right, baby. All right, the playoffs edition, baby. First off, any words, any thoughts that you want to say prior to us going through the breakdown on the bracket side, whatnot? Is that no, maybe?
I made a statement some weeks ago.
Hey man, you spitting food all over the screen.
I made a statement some weeks ago that I'm gonna say right now. I'll let y'all get to it. I was wrong about that, and I think both of y'all was on the same page, and so I'm going to say, unlike other shows. Unlike other shows. Hold on. Unlike other shows.
Hold up. This is breaking news.
I made a statement.
You was wrong about what?
We'll get into it, but I made a statement some weeks ago that I don't know why. Like, I can't say I don't know why, but clearly I was wrong.
I can't, because I don't know why you say stuff you say either, but I don't know why.
Because I'm the IT guy.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Anyway, Double J, are you back?
You bet.
Okay, well, we might not have Double J on screen right here. Give us an update that Charlotte Miami play in.
Yep, there's 20 seconds and counting, and it is 125-123 in the first overtime. Stolen!
Who stole it?
Miami did. Tyler Hero heaves. Was he fouled? Did he step out of bounds? What happened?
Okay, we got breaking news, y'all. We ain't gonna say nothing until we find out what Double J over there talking about. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, this is good.
Did he get fouled? LaMelo Ball fouled him for 3 when they were up 2 with 8.7 to go.
Who was up 2?
Charlotte was.
Oh, you ridiculousing.
Charlotte
had a 5-point lead. Miami off an inbound hit of 3. Then, as Charlotte was getting somewhat, we'll say, 3/4 pressure, going near half court, they threw it away.
What?
And, yes, and then it was given it was passed to Tyler Hero, who started at the free throw line, then went out to about a quarter 3. LaMelo closed him out, landed into the same space, and ultimately
they should have fouled him within the 3-point line.
They shouldn't have fouled him at all. They had a 2-point lead.
Okay, but if you're gonna foul, that's right.
Right, you don't have to foul. You have a lead. You have the lead.
Okay, but you know how they play defense in the Today BA is what I call it. It's to air a bowl.
Right. So
I'm not surprised that
why would you foul to force a reset then of the offense?
No, well, let me be more specific, as little kids would say. I'm gonna force you to take a shot from within the 3 is what I'm saying. And if you feel like you got to, you know what I'm saying, you might get too close. I'd rather the foul would have occurred in that situation than it would you taking a 3 because Tyler getting ready in the game. He gonna hit all 3 of them, bro.
There's 8.7 left, and at the time, I believe that would have been LaMelo's maybe 5th foul.
Okay.
However, they have him currently out right now, so I don't know if that was his 6th or not. I'm actually gonna get that for you. So Miami took the lead.
Yeah,
with 8.7 seconds to go.
Oh,
they up by 1.
Double J, keep us updated, man. Keep us posted. How many? First of all, give it to me again. How much time is left?
There's 8.7 seconds left. The timeout naturally, so the ball will be inbounded at half court.
Of course,
and it'll be Charlotte's ball.
Is it a timeout? Obviously, right?
Yep. And that was correct. That was LaMelo's 5th foul, not the 6th. So
now, here's what's typical of the Today BA. He said 8 seconds left, right?
Yep.
Charlotte gonna inbound, half court, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the score, Double J?
It is 126-125.
Now watch Charlotte go for a 3.
Yeah, they're gonna go for a 3 because
they're gonna go for a 3. You need 2 to win.
Yeah,
you need 2 to win.
They're gonna go for a 3 because it's the quickest shot they can take. Because just off the inbound, the guy will be right there at 3-point range or whatever else.
But if you down 1, this is why
and if you down 1, you absolutely don't need. You actually got time to make a pass or 2 to get yourself right inside.
Because they say to me when we was growing up, a high percentage shot was anything close to the basket, and then your percentages drop further out, right?
Right.
But we know the game is outside in now. But in this situation, this is what I mean by when I say basketball from a fundamental standpoint is horribly played more often than not by the professional men. Because here you go, this about situation now.
All right, here we go. The inbound pass is occurring. They get it to LaMelo, who drives and got it.
Oh, that was just getting ready to say that. We just said shout
3
out,
seconds.
shout out.
And they just drove it blocked. They did not call nothing. Charlotte advances.
Oh man, shout out to the Hornets. Okay then, all right.
So Charlotte meets Boston in round 1.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They're the 7th seed.
They meet the Pistons, don't they?
No, they're 7th seed. 7-8 play for the 7th seed. The loser of this game plays the winner of 9 and 10.
Hey, I don't like how you said loser. You was looking at me when you said that. Don't do that. Man, don't make me put my shoes on, bro.
About to make the winner of the 9-10.
That was the 9-10 right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, we'll play the loser of the 7-8.
Oh, wait a minute. This the 9-10 game?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
All right.
Okay, let's use this one because Gully obviously needs MapQuest.
So we don't know who they play.
Ridiculous.
So what this means is Charlotte won, so Miami is just eliminated, period. Their season is over with.
Oh, well, duh. I mean, oh my gosh, here we go. Wow. I mean, thanks for telling us.
So
yeah, I mean, they made it look that inbound, he curled around the screener and then kind of drove it on Jaquez, who naturally was trying not to foul him, and got was able to lay it up. And then,
man, I'm so shocked. I'm shocked and glad that they didn't do what's typical in those types of situations.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what I was leading up to. I was like, man, closer to the basket. I'm trying to get something at the rim. So if I do get fouled, I go to the free throw line or something. Because if you hoist the 3 right quick and miss, I mean, 8 seconds, hopefully somebody can get a rebound. But that's like do or die. you give yourself more opportunities if you try to get something at the rim. You know what I'm trying to say? A putback, you know what I mean? A foul, you know, just more options, you know, so to speak, in that situation. Okay, so Double J, what are we looking at here? Okay, so Charlotte now will play the winner of Philly and Orlando.
The loser, actually.
The loser of Philly and Orlando. Yeah. But the Philly Orlando game, of course, is that bracket is double elimination. Because
no, it's not.
Yes, it is, because the loser of that game is not eliminated. They gotta play the winner of, they gotta play Charlotte. So if Philly loses, they'll play Charlotte for the 8th seed.
And Orlando will go to the 7th seed then.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay, I got you. So the winner of Philly Orlando is automatically the 7th seed, but the loser of Philly Orlando has to still play for the 8th seed.
Yes.
Dang, shout out to Barbershop Jay. I'm finally figuring it all out. Imagine that. All righty then. Okay, then. Well, let's go to the brackets that we know are actual rounds that will be played. Hey, man, what's the whole deal of this? The games being played on Amazon Prime. Who has Amazon Prime?
Everybody has Amazon Prime.
Well, I don't.
Guilty.
I don't. So what are you talking about, everybody?
Well, a lot of people do have Amazon Prime.
Okay,
by virtue of them wanting to, get the
whatever. Don't virtue nothing. This ain't we dealing with real life here. Don't virtue nothing. Come on, everybody got it. Just because you got it, you can't speak for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
I'll speak for 100 million users of Amazon Prime.
Okay, well, it's 101 million users that ain't got it. Little widget. Anyway, let's start on the east side. Cavs and Raptors. Thoughts?
The Cavs will win this series. They'll win it in 6. We won't see James Harden. We won't see we won't see what makes us skeptical about James Harden at least in this first round.
You haven't been watching the Cavs this season, have you?
I said Cavs in 6. We won't see why we're skittish about James Harden in this first round.
Oh, okay, got you. All right, yeah, all right, okay, all right. Double J.
I want to see if Scotty Barnes can in this Toronto group, can they wreak havoc defensively like I believe they can?
I'm taking the Raptors in 7. I see 2 things with the Cavs that I've seen throughout their playoff runs. Everybody wants to use injuries as an excuse. Thank you. That's my word. And I'm not finna do that now this year. I can't right now. We're on TV. They're not tough enough. Jared Allen and Mobley get bullied in and around the basket far too often. Okay? And their defense is atrocitary. Oh, I'm sorry. And here's a bonus. They are suspect when it comes to rebounding, both offensive and defensive. Those are 3 elements in a playoff series that you cannot be subpar in.
So why do you think they'll get 3 games out of here? If you say
because of the talent.
Okay.
They do have talent. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And James Harden been talking about getting off the schneid. People gonna recognize and realize that this. Okay, but you done had 744 million playoff appearances, bro. Shh, be quiet and just do it. Yeah, there you go. Rub your head. There you go. Yeah, give yourself a headache. Give yourself a headache. But I'm taking the Raptors in 7. Double J, who you taking in that series?
Give me the Cavs
I know what you just
in 6.
Okay, so hold on. Let me write this down. Gully, you say Cavs what? In 6 too?
Yep.
Okay, Gully. Hold on, Gully. Cavs in 6. In 6. And Double J, you got Cavs in 6 too?
Correct.
Okay. And I got Raptors in 7. Interesting. Hey man, don't mock me. Yeah, I heard you. Yeah, these cans right here, baby, they pick up all types of sounds. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me have to come over there and land down in that front yard like Artemis. Knicks and Hawks.
Knicks in 5.
Oh, here you go. Based on what?
Because I like to say in the number 5.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. No, man, you can't. No, man. I mean, wow. Well, you really put a lot of thought into that one. Anyway, Double J, who you got, man?
I'm going to go Hawks in 6.
Ooh, whoa.
That's the upset special. That sounds like the upset special.
Yeah, you get the button gambit on that one, Double J. Really?
Look, I've been telling you guys, Lil and I have been telling you guys about Jalen Johnson since at least the turn of this new year.
Okay, wait. He's the one that was he the first pick? Who was the first pick in the draft last year? Who did the Hawks? Was that the Hawk? He's a rookie, right?
No.
No? Well, who am I thinking of? Okay, anyway, Jalen Johnson. Go ahead. Tell me about Jalen Johnson. What about Jalen Johnson?
This guy mirrors a game that is that Father Time has. It's a throwback game. It's one that I appreciate personally because it's multiple stat columns, which means you're really impacting the game and not just this point-driven narrative that you have coined the Today BA.
Okay, so wait a minute. So what you're telling me is he's a two-way player and impactful in both ways.
Absolutely. Well, and you know what, honestly, he's been in the league for only a handful of years now, right? But once I'm going to tell you this, the fact that they moved on from Trae Young so quickly was just re-emphasizing
because they saw something in him.
Yeah, they saw what I saw.
Yeah,
look,
right.
Dyson Daniels I kept saying Dyson Daniels should have been the defensive player of the year a year ago. And he is now added to his game as well. Alexander Walker was nearly out of the league. He was on, I want to say, obviously he was at Utah. You know, he got moved to Utah, and then of course now he's in Atlanta. And that's what I mean about being able to empower the people around you. And then they add CJ McCollum, who originally a part of that deal with Trae Young was supposed to ultimately get bought out.
Right.
And instead what occurred is he said, look, guys, I've made a lot of money in my career, and I'm here to empower you guys and do whatever you guys need. He is now in the starting lineup.
Okay, but the one thing, I haven't seen a lot of the Hawks this year, but in the few games I've seen, I try to watch get enough of a sample size to say, okay, this is what this will look like when they get to the playoffs. You get what I'm trying to say? They seem to let teams back in games.
That's a sign of youth.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, Barbershop.
Your age ain't got nothing to do with whether you play defense or not.
Nah, but that's typically a sign of youth, of young basketball teams or young. When I say young teams, let's say teams that are still yet
trying to figure out how to win and how to close out games. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So talent and individual talents might create leads, create runs and spurts, but then that what you just described, letting teams back in, giving your opponent life when you done did, that usually is a sign of teams that are inexperienced working with each other because they don't see it coming. Okay, so that's why I say Double J's take is dun because the Knicks they are expected to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. A lot of the national pundits, you know what I'm trying to say? And you got Jalen Brunson over there. The Knicks are battle tested. Right. Mm-hmm. They're not as tough defensively as they were under Dibs to me. But I don't know if that's a Mike Brown thing or not. I don't know. But they still, they got them Villanova boys over there, Jai Hart, and they got Mitchell Robinson. Now,
color me nails cat. I'm not. I'm just,
Hey, the action figure gonna come with 2 sets of hands?
I have no idea. Well, they ain't gonna be Ip Mans. You did that 2 sets of hands. I thought, you know what I'm saying, wax on, wax off. There you go. Yes, yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, wash it on down. I'm just saying, Cat is, you know, he's suspect to me, man. He play a little too timid at times. He's too big to be playing small.
Right.
And he cried. He asked for a foul on every man. Who was the guy? Matter of fact, it was Josh Hart that was at the free throw line. Was like, man, be quiet. Josh Hart was at the free throw line, and Cat still arguing to holler at the ref like, he ain't foul me. He ain't foul me. You know, yo. I'm like, boy, Matilda was tougher. I'm just saying, man. You know, because at the end of the day, the playoffs is about the NBA playoffs, if nothing else, is about a few things. But one of the things is you got to have a primary guy and you need a secondary guy, right?
Right.
So, Double J, I'm going to throw this back at you. On the Hawks side, who's the primary guy and who's the secondary guy?
Absolutely. And right away, offensively, I'm going to say the primary guy is actually Alexander Walker. The secondary guy is CJ McCollum. And the great part about that is those are all interchangeable with Jalen Johnson. And Dyson Daniels is starting to come along as well.
Okay. So they got a four-headed monster, so to speak.
Absolutely. And these dudes, they all, especially between Dyson will defensively, that's what I mean. This is a throwback in a lot of ways. This is an Atlanta team that we haven't seen. For many, this may be a coming out party nationally. Because as you pointed out, the Knicks have expectations, and I've watched the Knicks quite often, enough to say that they are very much capable of losing that series quickly.
Wow. Hey, you know what? And I'm going to say this too. Maybe to add to his point a little bit, I have watched more Knick games this year, right?
Okay.
As much as I love Brunson, y'all know my affinity for Villanova and the whole nine, right?
Right.
But I noticed he pounds the ball. He don't really get others involved, man, until maybe it's too late in a possession at times, specifically, obviously, in particular, or whatever, in the half court sets, right?
Right.
They said that they were trying to take the ball out of his hands so much from this year to last year to this year. If Double J, you more of a numbers guy, but the way it looked to me like it might be more, he might be more. I know he's the point guard, but bruh, he pound the rock too much, man. He cold now. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? He'll dagger you. You know what I mean? But you know, it seems like a lot of them guys that's on the floor with him, man, they get theirs by cleaning up his misses.
So let me ask you a question. How does that compare to, let's say, Allen Iverson?
I don't know. Why would I want to compare that to Allen Iverson? You got to give me a little bit more when you say compare to Allen.
Because what I'm seeing, okay, so he's a smaller guard, but he's a scorer. He's not necessarily like a facilitator in the sense of.
But AI,
Chris
he may
Paul.
not.
Correct,
No.
You're pointing out Brunson should be a double machine, and he's not. Believe it or not, he struggles to actually get him. He started coming along kind of late in the season with a handful of double games, maybe in the last week or so. But that's what I mean when on the surface, one would believe that offensively speaking, that the Knicks are actually better when it's, believe it or not, it's actually the Hawks that are. And not only that, the Hawks average more assists, which means they have better ball movement.
Right. And even to me, if I'm not mistaken, that year Iverson got Philly to the finals.
Yeah.
You know, as a unit, I think they were up there in assists. It's just that them guys, you know, offensively, that year in particular, man, it was just amazing what they were able to do, man. Because Tyrone Hill, George Lynch, Dikembe Mutombo, you know, you could hand it to them 15 times and they'd miss 18. You get what I'm trying to say? So everybody want to talk about who led bums. I mean, and they defensively, they got all the accolades. Kimbe was defensive player of the year, I believe, that year or something like that. Whatever it is, they were solid defensively. That's why a lot of their games. But then you go back and look at how he even had to get there. You had to go through. See, this might kind of be roundabout answering what you asked, because that's a good question. But the Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors that year, even though they both went to Game 7s, look at who he had to go through to get to that finals against Kobe and Shaq. I don't see, even though Double J telling us the Hawks, they got a four-headed monster, so to speak. But who in this era of basketball, or in this playoffs in particular, would you consider to be a Vince Carter or Tracy McGrady or Glenn Robinson? You get what I'm trying to say? Who else? Sam Cassell, even. You know what I mean? Is there anybody that you would say that about right now in this playoffs, or in this matchup in particular, on the other side of that? Like, who do the Hawks have that would put you in the mind frame of, like I said, a Vince Carter or a Tracy McGrady? McGrady was on that team, wasn't he, Double J?
On which team? On
that team in 01. That year, Iverson beat Milwaukee.
No, he had Eric McKee.
No. The Sixers beat Toronto and they beat Milwaukee to get to the finals.
Right. What's the name?
I'm saying who were on those Milwaukee and Toronto teams respectively.
No, that Raptors team didn't have T-Mac. T-Mac had already went to
Did it have Antonio Davis? I forget who was on that.
It was Vince Carter. Let's see. I got the roster here.
Yeah.
It was Muggsy at point. Chris Childs, I think, was the starter.
Oh, yep. He was the shooting
Vince
guard.
Carter, Keon Clark, Wardell Curry Sr., Antonio Davis. Oh, dang, they even had Mark Jackson on the depth.
Yeah, see, that's
Mo Pete.
Morris Peterson, Michigan
Kevin
State.
Willis and Charles Oakley were that team. That team, yeah, the team was pretty good. Damn, they had.
That's what I'm trying to say, man. You know what I mean? Iverson had a lot more to deal with than does Brunson, I would think. You know what I mean? Because I don't think the Sixers, even then, I don't think the Sixers were expected to win. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think the Sixers was a favorite. I don't think so. But either way,
to beat that Raptors team?
Milwaukee or the Raptors.
No, the Raptors. No, the Raptors were. I think it was already upsets. I think. Hold on. Let me look at that playoff series in that season. Let's see.
Because Milwaukee beat the Hornets, I want to say in 7 games.
Yeah.
To even advance.
No, Milwaukee. Yeah,
and that
Milwaukee
was the Baron Davis, P.J. Brown, David Wesley year.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. And who was on that Milwaukee squad?
That's Ray Allen. Was it Ray Allen and GP?
Yeah, Sam Cassell, like he was talking about.
Yeah, man.
Oh no, it wasn't Gary Payton. He wasn't there yet. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Ray Allen, Skip to Malou, Rayford Austin, Jason Caffey. Wow.
Yep.
Darvin Ham.
Yep.
Duncan Darvin Ham.
Yep. Lindsey Hunter, also at point. Jerome Kersey. He was aging, but Michael Redd, rookie. Yeah, and big dog Glenn Robinson. That's what it was.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
You had Glenn Robinson and Tim Thomas, Ray Allen, and Sam Cassell.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Iverson had to run. He had to go through the gauntlet.
Hey, so let's say the Bucks beat the Sixers. Do the Lakers still railroad those guys?
Yeah, because wasn't nobody dealing with Shaq.
You got to remember. I mean, you probably do remember. They swept the Spurs that year.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I mean,
that was Duncan and Robinson, bro.
They
they lost because of David Robinson. His shorts was too tight. He was cutting off his circulation.
Yeah,
I'm just saying he was out there, but he wasn't helping.
Bro, it wasn't even close. I mean, it wasn't even close. Like the closest they got was game 2, 88-81.
Yeah,
Even
no.
though Tim Duncan led all scorers and rebounds.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Shaq was a problem that year.
Yeah, 18,
Shaq was a problem.
29.
And that whole argument about who carried who and all that old crap, I want to hear that because Shaq was in foul trouble in the finals on the bench. And Kobe said, I got this. You know what I'm trying to say? But anyway, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to finish with our NBA playoff edition. You understand me? That's right, Legacy Adventure Park, the place where your next paintball experience awaits. Okay, so Double J, tell me again, you got the Hawks, right? In what?
I got them in 6.
Okay, dang, Double J. Woo. Man, he DB Cooper in that one. Woo. Hawks in 6. Man. You know that'd be an upset.
Is
I
that
absolutely
the upset? Hold on, is that the upset special?
In the East?
Overall. Because I feel like the West 4, 5, 3 through or 2 through 7, there's parity. I say 2 through 7. I say that only because the 7th seed gotta play. Let's say 3 through 7. It's a lot of parity in 3 through 7. I don't necessarily know that there's another.
I say maybe go ahead, finish your thought.
No, I think it's so much more parity in the Western Conference outside of OKC and San Antonio. 3 through 7, I feel like are
what
very
you mean?
close.
What do you mean outside of OKC and San Antonio? What about Denver?
When you look at
whoa, nothing.
Nah, I think it's parity there because I feel like we'll get to that side of the bracket.
Yeah, breaking wind,
but we'll get to that side of the bracket in a moment. But I'm saying that the mismatch here, the seeming mismatch here with New York and Atlanta. If Atlanta does what Double J says he does, I guarantee you, and nobody's seen it. Tell me this: have you heard of a pundit, a talking head, anybody really give Atlanta a chance to make this a entertaining series?
No, I haven't because I don't really watch all of the talk shows like that anymore, so I couldn't say. But I will say this: I say it will be the upset out the whole tournament based on expectations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think the Knicks are expected to win, as we just mentioned a bit ago. And I guess it's who you're asking too. They are expected to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. And if I'm looking at this right, let's say the Knicks were to win, they still got to get through Boston, right?
Correct.
So the expectations are greater than them being a 3 seed.
Right. Yeah. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even has a 3 seed, they're still expected to beat Boston.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is where the seeding is irrelevant based on the expectation.
Right.
Because everywhere I didn't read even they say Knicks and some folks say Knicks and Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay, we ain't got there yet. We
I
gotta hurry up and get on to that side, bro.
Yeah, I know. I don't see that. But anyway.
But no,
okay,
overall, I'm saying though, Double J. I think Double J picking the Hawks over the Knicks. I think that's the upset special of the entire
playoffs.
First round. Playoff?
Well,
yeah, first round.
Okay,
I mean, guys, you got to keep this in mind too. They have motivated players coming off the bench like Kuminga. Like that's not what most people's 6-man is.
Yeah.
And then they have the length and other players like the French kid that was taken in the early first round that was maybe fell short of what the expectation was, but they have depth that most of these teams could only dream of, and they have youth, and they can get out and run. Even Okongwu, I've watched him get hot from 3. the key is Dyson Daniels, who traditionally is not much of an offensive threat. He started coming on late in the season in a way that I've just otherwise never seen his shot appear to be that kind of developed before. If he can become an offensive threat at all, then this is a complete mismatch going the other way.
Wow. Well, who you got, Gully? So we can get to some of these other ones.
I'm picking. I thought I said the Knicks in 5.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Maybe you did, but I just want to hear you say it.
Well, I would say I would pick.
No. Hour. This ain't Wawa. Hour.
Hey, they make great. They make great gas station food. Wawa, you got to get there.
Yeah, I bet
on
they
the
do.
eastern side. Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're eating it off
you
the
get
ground,
the
maybe.
quesadillas.
Yeah, okay.
You'll be good.
Yeah, right. The quesadillas that you're eating off the ground. I'm gonna piggyback off Double J, but I'm gonna say Hawks in 7. I like Mike Brown. I don't trust Mike Brown. I think if Thibs had got off of his high horse when it comes to offense and managing the minutes better, he would have still been there.
You say who?
Tom Thibodeau.
Oh, yeah.
Still been there. You know what I mean? But he apparently hadn't learned from his first stint wherever he was at before.
In Chicago.
Yeah, he ran his player. Yeah, he ran his players into the ground. So I'm gonna take Atlanta too, man. I'm gonna say in 7 though.
Barbershop, you may have seen Atlanta in the last week or so because they played Cleveland twice.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but towards it, but see, that's really tough to tell because everybody trying to get the season over with. They're already crying about this 65 game threshold. I want to ask y'all about that too. You know what I mean? But we can get to that in a little bit after we maybe come back from the next break. We'll touch on it a little bit.
Something
more.
I want to point out just is Atlanta had the choice going into the final game of the season. If they won, they would have maintained the 5th spot. If they essentially benched everybody against Miami and lost the game.
But they didn't do that, though.
Dropped. They did. They sat everyone.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so which tells me they want the Knicks. They like something about this matchup.
Remember the 2011 Memphis Grizzlies that tanked the last week of the season to get to San Antonio, my beloved Spurs? Everybody they seemed like they was primed to make a run, and then for the last week of the season, for whatever reason, they just fell off a cliff. Lionel Hollins and those guys, they fell off a cliff, and they somehow made it to the 8th seed and proceeded to knock off the Spurs in like 5 or 6, almost intentionally because they like their matchup, they like their odds.
Ooh.
Man.
Ooh.
So I gotta stay with my Knicks in 6. Not my Knicks. I gotta stay with the Knicks in 6. But I see what y'all saying. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the series to watch then.
Yeah.
On the East side right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because of its expectations. That's the series to watch.
Yeah. No question. Do you even want to talk about the Pistons and the Celtics right now until we know who they playing?
Yes.
Well, does it matter?
I will say this: if they play Charlotte, it's going to be a war.
Who?
If the Pistons play Charlotte, because of obviously, going back to the quote unquote brawl. And here's the thing: the Pistons could have chose earlier, just about a week ago now, to sit all of their starters against Charlotte.
But that's Detroit, man. Detroit.
They
Detroit
chose not to.
Yeah, Detroit. They don't buy into that tanking and all of that type of stuff. If I'm gonna play, I got. Let me shout out Detroit, man. It's a reason why they call it the Motor City. Once they put it in gear, they gone. And I ain't talking about for the basketball. I'm talking about the city itself, bro. I done been to Detroit too many times, bro. There's something in the water. All the way back to the bad boy Pistons. Detroit just do it different.
Yeah,
how about that
T-shirt that the OKC Thunder, that T-shirt they're marketing.
What's that? Don't say Magic City Night. That's garbage.
No, that Bad Boys T-shirt that the Thunder.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's disrespect. They wrong for that.
Yeah, they go.
Oh no. Now Isaiah got all this stuff to still say. No, bro. How can they do that? That's for infringement, ain't it?
No, it's not infringement because it was a nickname. It's nothing French. It's nothing trademarked.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So us referring.
I thought that was a Detroit thing.
I mean, we associated it with it, but we never. Not in the '80s. Nobody ever thought to very few many people thought to.
Well, apparently
franchise
not.
a slogan or, yeah.
Apparently. Oh, that's just. Oh, I know. See what I'm saying? Keep poking the Pistons.
So
poking
that's
the bear.
maybe that's kind of trying to goad us into a finals matchup, a Pistons Thunder matchup.
Ooh, Double J, you can't see that.
We got to get that far. We got to still.
I don't. The road is not as easy.
It's not easy at all.
Right.
Well, no, it's not easy.
They said follow the yellow brick road, right? And they didn't say nothing about no flying monkeys up there and none of that to Dorothy and those in her game.
Yeah. Oh, Double J. I think that's disrespectful though, bro.
But I think that's what man. Listen, if
so you think that's genius marketing?
If you want to get into the conspiracy of it all,
I won't even say it's a conspiracy.
I would say it is a conspiracy.
Would you?
Because here's the deal: we about to go through the rest of our playoff matchups. I don't think any of us have a Thunder Pistons finals.
No.
That's what I'm saying. We might have, one or two of us might have the Pistons in the finals, but they ain't meeting the Thunder.
Well, I would have been.
We might have the Thunder in the finals, but they ain't meeting the Pistons. So for that to kind of get out there before the playoff starts, and if you want to follow the money,
okay, you might be on to something though, there, Garnell Gully. Well, I was strong on the Pistons up until Cade had the collapsed lung thing. I'm glad to see he's back, but I got my fingers crossed with that, man. Because that's not in the same ballpark. But when who was it? When Chris Bosh had them blood clots and all that type of, bro, them type of injuries, them type of stuff's in careers.
Yeah,
I thought it was. I was like, oh, he done, man. His career ain't even got started. He got done, bro. I mean, because let's be honest, you blow it, rupture a tendon, you can repair that, right? Yeah. Break a wrist, finger, you can, but a collapsed lung, like, what do you do for that?
Right.
For real, bruh. I mean, man, okay, then. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. I know this. So wait, so Double J, you telling me if Charlotte, if you think if Charlotte ends up being the 8th seed, you picking Charlotte to win that series?
No, I just think it will have ramifications that will impact the Pistons making the finals, essentially.
And ramifications in what way, though?
You got to remember, I mean, I posted in the Discord when in that game in particular, you saw LaMelo Ball, who's now apparently becoming Grayson Allen. It just in this past week with things that he did. So he grabbed Isaiah Stewart's arm, and I don't have any problem with that necessarily, to create separation. And then he made a gesture after the shot was made. And for those that can lip read,
I saw that. Yeah, it was a lot of
it was Saibu for those that can understand acronyms.
Yeah.
And essentially, again, you got to remember these particular two teams got into it with one another, where Duran told Diabate, "I've owned you since high school."
Oh man. Oh man, he predating it. He going all the way, be retroactive, and man. Yeah, but let's be real now. Jalen Duran, bruh, in Cade's absence, he balled out.
100%.
He balled out.
Dennis Jenkins emerged.
Yes.
When you talk about expansion and protecting, you can only protect so many players. He went from a two-way G League guy to a protected player, in my opinion.
No question. No, that's the guy that come in that played in place of Cade, right?
Absolutely.
At the point. He balled. Man, listen, but Detroit, man, they just Motor City tough, man. You can't not have if I'm saying this right, you can't not have an NBA playoffs and not have that.
Well, even going into this final game of the season with Indiana, right? I mean, not that Jay Huff that was the most physical I've seen him probably all season.
They tone setting. They setting tones. They letting you know if you beat us, you're gonna have to take it. Ain't finna be no Denny Green moments. They are who we thought they are, and we let them off the hook. Nah, ain't finna be none of that, baby. Nah. The crown there. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Playoffs? Playoffs? Nah, I'm trying to say, man. Bruh. Nah, it ain't finna be none of that, bruh. I don't think so. Just go around. You know what I mean? I just got a feeling, you know, Charlotte's time is coming. But I'm with you, Double J, because you know, Charlotte is, you know, they tough. They you know, they don't back down. But I just think the Pistons just, you know, they're gonna be, you know, doing one of these numbers. When it's all said and done.
I don't disagree with the end result of the Pistons advancing. It's just it is going to be a lot tougher. There will be a toll in casualties from the war. That is not your traditional 1 versus 8 by any means.
No question. But it don't matter because should somehow the Cavs survive the Raptors, I think they go down again in the second round. Yeah, I don't see them beating the Pistons because James Harden ain't tough either. Rough him up 1 or 2 times. You know, them threes from distance, they're gonna get farther and farther away. Yeah, because he don't like really. I know he get to the basket and all of that, but them lanes, a lot of times when he get there, man, they be wide open. No, he gonna get touched up on a couple of them runs. He ain't gonna want to go in there again. Watch what I tell you, man. I will be definitely, but we'll get to the second round. We'll do another show only when the second round come around anyway. But Boston.
The second round before we get to the first.
What? Did we?
Nothing.
Okay, so that's what you on right now. Whatever you was eating, okay. He must have had some alkaline in it or something. Electrolytes.
Probably did. It was Body Armor Light.
No
Stevia
wonder.
Sweetener.
No wonder. You should have some coconut water, bland.
It is coconut water. It's a coconut water base. That's what Body Armor Light.
Nah, man. Who cares about the base? Anyway, so we don't. What about Boston? We don't. Jaylen Brown was balling. He did. Hey, did Shai get the MVP?
I don't think they've announced any of those.
Okay,
according to at least your latest odds, it is leaning him heavily. Yeah. He's the
odds-on favorite to win the MVP. Will it be unanimous?
I completely disagree with that. However, I don't understand it.
Joker.
Would it be unanimous?
No,
I don't believe so.
No. I don't think so. If it is, with all due respect to him, it ain't his fault. It's whoever voted for him. That's a travesty.
Yeah,
that's disrespectful. Hey, and I'm telling you right now. Ooh, you know what? Once we take another break, because I'm gonna ask this question because we was having this discussion at work. But I'm gonna ask it now because I'll forget, and so y'all put it out here so y'all remember.
All right.
But we was having a discussion about MVP. In terms of the NBA, what does MVP mean? Because if the MVP means most valuable player from start to finish, you understand what I mean? And I ain't talking about the season, I'm talking about from most valuable player. If that means what it's supposed to mean, had he not got injured, how is Cade not the hands down winner? For real. Because no secondary option.
Right.
You understand? And Double J, what was the Pistons record last year?
Not bad.
What was it? Okay, yeah, that's exactly. I wanted you to say just that. I didn't ask you for the number. Yeah, bad. Exactly. What was it?
There was a 44-win team last year.
I didn't ask for the number.
44-38. Yep.
What was it?
Now they 44. Now they're 60-22 and a odds-on favorite to at least get to a finals.
Right.
So yeah,
what was their record the year before that?
14-68.
Okay.
So in 2 years. They done won.
And their best player went down at a time crucial in the season with playoff. They still had the number one locked up, but Boston was on
another
their heels.
became a priest.
Who became a priest?
Ivy.
Right.
Wow. You was wrong for that, Double J. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, bro. Had he not that untimely situation, bro. He was my MVP because he truly embodied what MVP is supposed to mean. Disagree?
No.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Well, the 65 game rule.
Yeah, but see, I'm not. You know me, all 82, bro. You know,
we got to take a break to find that out, bro, because we're gonna get into that.
Take a break. Did I say that already? Yeah,
let's go take a break. That's
I said after.
No, because if we don't get to this break now, you're gonna be wanting to take a break when we trying to get back to our work, and then you're gonna see Sleepy G. He gonna show up.
Well, hold on. But sometimes folks like myself got to take a break because I take Metamucil. You know what I'm trying to say? The pipes don't work like they used to, bro. I'm 60. Okay, I'm just saying. But we can only take one in a minute. Settle down there, Kimosabi.
All right.
Oh, you want to take one? Okay, we'll take one now. When we take a break, we come back. This dude right here. You act like you got IBS. Ain't that nothing?
Who?
Yeah, him. That guy over there. Yeah, him.
How about ISYS?
Hey man, don't be cussing.
I didn't.
It's Gary Cunningham. You watching the Shop Report?
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Barbershop J, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hey, C.O. Moore, tune in live to the Shop Report, man. Checking in with the Chicago Bears. You heard it here first.
All right, let's move to the West Side. Lakers and Rockets. Are we even interested?
It appears Luka there's no update on him, so this thing may be done quicker than
bruh, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, if he come back and play, every NBA player that got a hamstring injury should go overseas to wherever he went to. What was it, a 2 grade or something like that?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, man, stop, man. They killed me with the, man. Oh, who we got here? Let's see who we got here. Shout out to Warv. Do you know who this person, Double J? Oh, no, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
On the YouTube side.
Okay, on the YouTube side, shout out Warv, baby. He got Rockets in 5. Now tell us why. Why you say the Rockets
War
in
Vintage.
5?
There you go.
Huh?
An acronym, War Vintage.
Oh, shout out to War Vintage, duh. Dang, man, I'm so glad. Boy, I'm so glad I got y'all here. Hey. Your boy Jay slipping in 5, baby. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I can't really disagree with him, though. Like I was saying, I mean, even if Luka does come back, I don't think he's going to be anything near 100%, as you kind of highlighted. And otherwise, yeah, we all should be booking flights for the Fountain of Youth, apparently.
You ain't lying. Hey, I'm telling you, if he come back and play, I'm getting me a passport. I'm on the way. Europe all day. I'll let your boy. I'm out. Yeah, because they got something over there, something in the water. You know what I mean? But I'm going to say this to you too right quick, though. As talented as the Rockets are, and this all this talk about KD, you know, of course they want to make it a KD Bron thing or whatever the case may be. That's all a sensationalist. Y'all can have that. I'm talking parquet, not parlay. The Rockets don't have a point guard, bro. They are missing Fred VanVleet. Am I saying that right? Fleet or Vleet?
Vleet.
Can
I just say that this offense runs better with Reed Shepherd starting?
Okay, well then Ime Udoka, he don't see that. Because where's it been? Okay, shout out. Yeah, all right. That's what I'm talking about. There you go. He said pressure on for KD. I do believe they need to start playing through Sengun again, though. It slows them down. He got strong points there, Double J. All right.
Well, yeah, I don't completely disagree with that. It just seems like sometimes Sengun turns the ball over too much. When again, he'll get assists and he'll rebound and then he'll outlet and they'll score, within 10 seconds occasionally.
Got you. Okay, so 30 to 40% of the time you like to see the ball in his hands, maybe not 50%.
Correct. And that's why I'm saying having somebody like Reed Shepherd, who may appear to be, undersized, generally speaking, but it seems to free them up in a way that, Thompson isn't quite able to do. And when the same way when they were playing with Eason in the starting lineup as well. So move Tari Eason out, kind of slide everybody else down one. And they've done that occasionally in the last maybe 3 weeks of the season. And Reed Shepherd had, huge nights. But
okay, then if Ime has to see that. Do you understand? Because just because I was telling the guy I work this, talent is not enough. It's necessary, but it's not enough. Okay? We'll get to your comment here in a second. It's how you play it out. You have to have somebody who is adept at facilitating. They don't have to average 10, 15 assists like Halliburton and Cade, that type of deal. You know what I'm trying to say? But you got to know when to get guys the ball and where and when in moments that does not disrupt your offensive flow. If Reed Shepherd balances them out offensively and allows KD and Thompson to play free, then Rockets in 3. You understand me? But without Fred, it was a stretch of games this season. They looked disheveled. Like how they were losing games that were hair scratchers. Because they didn't have a chef. Let's get to some of these comments right quick. In my opinion. My bad. He says, I agree with Joey. What's the tag? Say the tag again, Double J.
War Vintage.
War Vintage. My bad. I won't make that mistake again. I won't do that. Shout out to my man War Vintage. He said, I agree with Joey, though. Reed needs to be out there for shooting. This series, I wouldn't be worried about his defense either since Luka AR are out. And then he says, yeah, Van Fleet definitely screwed up this team's full potential. Well, did he get – well, he didn't get hurt on purpose, did he? When he got hurt, didn't he mess his meniscus or something like that? I'm not sure what it was. But I just think Fred balances them out, man. You need a driver, bruh. That's gonna always be my go-to. When you talking about is it coaching or is it the system or is it the system or is it the players? I use the race car analogy. Did you ever see, and to be more specific,
Kevin Durant needs a point guard to play with.
Of course. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me next time. Okay, I wasn't done. You're disrespectful to the elders. Yeah, I know. Yeah, let me finish. That's what you do. You understand me? Ain't nobody got time for that. Did you ever see the movie Ford versus Ferrari?
No.
Oh, well then what I'm talking to you for? Anyway, Double J, did you ever see the movie Ford versus Ferrari?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, at least somebody here on the P-Program can help me out to understand this analogizing right now.
You need a driver, right?
Anyway, yeah.
You can't just have any driver. You need to have a specific type of driver with a specific type of motivation. One that actually helps to speak to the agenda.
No.
That's what you need. You need a driver, right? You need a driver. Not just any driver, not just anybody who say they good. You need a specific type of driver.
Right, got you.
Because Kevin Durant played with Russell Westbrook.
Okay,
that was a phenomenal driver, but that wasn't the type of driver.
It was not. No, it was not. But anyway, that's another story for another day.
Okay.
No, I'm saying
when he played with Kyrie, if Kyrie hadn't been injured or circumstances.
Yeah, the Nets were rolling. Okay, but that's not what I was talking about.
All right, then when he played with Steph Curry.
That's not what I'm talking about either. That's another
story
for
for
another
driver.
Day. I'm saying no, because the way you just interrupted me, like, yeah, you need a driver. Like, yeah, we heard this before. You know what I'm trying to say? You're so disrespectful. You're so disrespectful. I know what you finna say, and we don't need to say it again. That's what I was saying no to. But anyway, yeah, you get the idea, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You understand me? The movie Ford versus Ferrari, that was the whole point of it. Shelby built a car that can compete in the Le Mans, which the first American, and I think to this day, the only American car manufacturer to ever win a Le Mans, okay? Because at one point it was Ferrari and all of them, Lamborghini and all of them, you know what I'm saying? They was holding it down. But when they had the one guy, I can't think his name, driving it, No, my man Shelby said, no, I need that guy. You understand? Not everybody can drive the Porsche 959. That's all I'm trying to say, bro. Shout out to Barbershop Jay for putting it down that way. Third person, baby. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they, in other words, they need a driver. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just saying, man.
You just had to re-say it.
Hey, listen, don't worry about what I do over here now. You know what I'm saying? You just keep hitting your buttons and your cues. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, yeah, I think the Rockets. And what we got the Rockets winning in?
6.
Man, I say the Rockets in 2. I'm sick of the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be respectful and just say 5.
Yeah, well, be respectful. I'm glad y'all are respectable. You know what I'm saying? So sick of it.
What if the Lakers upset?
Here you go.
Gully, defensively, they're a mess. They have been all season.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Luke Kennard at point guard, it doesn't work long term.
Yeah, you saying that? What if like this is the Nuggets beating the Supersonics in 90 whatever that year was? No, I don't think so. The Lakers are horrible. I mean, beyond horrible defensively. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sick of the drama that come along with them, man. You know, I'm just the drama.
I had said so.
You had what happened? And then you talking about some what if? Like what if the lady across the no, I ain't think about nothing. What if the lady across the street had a mustache?
It was a few weeks ago. It was a few weeks ago. Listen, I'm not talking about the circus clowns that you deal with that have mustaches and stuff like that. I ain't worried about that.
I said, what if the lady across the street had a mustache? She'd be somebody's uncle.
You having ladies across the street with mustaches, that's your problem with your neighborhood. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, they got clippers for that. They got. You know what I mean? You go ahead.
Sound like DJ Premier.
That's okay. Hey, listen, DJ is the best Premier, right? All right.
Anyway, what is your thought?
My point is, I had said,
make up our mind
some weeks ago on this program that the Lakers might have a path to the NBA Finals or Conference Finals.
That's when you was drinking something else.
Yeah, clearly because
I'm trying to say,
for them to land the Rockets at the front, I was not expecting that.
Why wasn't you? It was they was gonna land the Rockets 18 weeks.
I didn't have that. Massive oversight.
Right. Okay, yeah, Shaggy. Anyway,
so I tell you what. I got something for you next week and their weeks thereafter.
Okay, well, all right. Well, save it for Paul Revere. Maybe he might care. I got the Rockets in 2. What about the Nuggets and the Timberwolves?
Ooh. Again.
Yeesh. I don't know, man. This might be a bad draw for Ant, man.
It is certainly.
Joker out here putting up quadruple doubles and triple doubles, man, with 99 points, man. Well, come on, man. Come on now. What we doing here?
Yeah.
You say that? Hold on. Why you say it like that? You ain't.
It's because
you ain't Otis from the Temptations. Yeah.
I would like for the T-Wolves to make a run this year, but I don't know that it's The Nuggets might just be able to do. They might just be able to do a whole lot.
They getting healthy.
Yeah,
and they got a little bit of depth too. And then they got Joker.
Right,
man. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. He one of the few today NBA players I could actually see.
We've seen him play before. We've seen it though.
Well, who you saying?
The
you
last
seen him
time
play?
we seen Joker play, he had a Celtics jersey on.
Kevin McHale?
Larry Bird, bro.
No, bro, cut it out, man.
Absolutely, bro.
Absolutely not.
Listen, Larry Bird never led the league in assists and 2 stat categories, and somehow will not be the MVP. I don't know.
But that wasn't his thing, though. Double J. See, that's another thing. But you're right. You can't argue that. I'm just saying you got to add a little bit more context to that. The game was played different. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm speaking from a general vantage point. Like, no one has ever led the league in 2 categories, and this guy's not going to be the MVP this year.
Yeah, no, you can't argue that. That's any era.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's any era. You can't argue that. And he's a center.
Like, I mean, we're talking even Wilt.
Yeah, and Wilt was 7'12". Just saying.
Right, yeah.
Any era, no one's ever done this, and that's not good enough for MVP. What did the other
not
guy
even
do?
Hakeem.
Yeah.
And Joker's the only person to put up the stat line that Hakeem once did.
Right.
I'm at a loss, guys. I don't get it. That to me, that's criminal to me.
Because
I have not defended him in any way in the past, like maybe the way that Barbershop Jay has, and I have to.
That's right.
I feel like we're losing something from the purity to get. I've talked about multiple stat columns for far too long, and it's not just from a parlay or a book vantage point. It's literally watching these guys have the choice between the assist or the 3-point shot, and they're choosing to put up. They'd rather put up 50 than a triple double, and that to me is criminal. I can't get behind that.
You sound like Barbershop Double J over there. I'm just saying. I should have said you sound like Barbershop J Double J. What happened? Man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. You don't want to start. You don't want to start doing that now. You know what I mean? But that's a Gully. Can you argue what he just said? I can't.
No, there's no argument to be made.
There's no argument for that, bro. There's no argument for that, bro. This dude
averaged a triple-double for the season.
But here's the killer part, though. No disrespect to Russ. Excuse me. I love Russ as a player. Because one thing about Russ that you can say that you can't say for some of the games today BA stars, more, or should I say the today BA's more heralded players, he gonna show up every night. If you buy a ticket to see Russ or the team Russ playing on, you're gonna see him.
Right.
And he ain't low managing. But Joker's triple doubles have more of an impact on the outcomes than did Russ's, in my opinion.
Okay.
And the outcome,
not only that, in the manner in which he gets them, it's uncanny. He's had them in the first half.
Yeah, that's
crazy. I've never witnessed a player effortlessly get that, right? And I love watching players, Gully, go and attack to grab the rebound.
Right.
I mean, this thing, it's like he himself has a magnet.
So why I said he's Larry Bird is because everything about what Larry Bird did, because he wasn't athletic, which Joker has a tradition, the way he plays the center position.
So it wasn't a position thing. It was just how he goes about doing
how he approaches the game, right?
Okay,
it's infinitely cerebral. And again, what he does, like to your point, Barbershop, what he does, he makes these significant contributions to the game almost effortlessly. You know what I'm saying? Within the flow of the game. That's why I say it's almost effortlessly. It's because it's within the flow of the game. He's not doing extra to go to get these rebounds out of place. You know what I'm saying? He's not going after stretching out after. No, he knows how the game is played. He sees the flow of it, and he's getting it all within the flow of the game. That's why I think it's almost taken for granted. That's why Shay's gonna get this MVP. Because we've seen Joker do this too many times. We got used to it.
So would you say then, when it comes to guys like Joker and Bird, and I don't even think now that I really can name too many players that do this. You all might be better at it than I am, but basketball and the way that those two guys do it, they have a good grasp of the basketball of concepts and instincts intertwined.
Yes, absolutely.
Can we name 10 other players who those which, if you want to call them attributes, are synonymous or are in sync?
You know what?
Or simultaneous? When we see them on screen?
It would be I would say Akeem. I think a lot of them are bigs. I don't know if any.
I'm talking about in today's game.
In today's game, you said 10. It's tough to find 10.
What are we trying to?
I'm saying they have he's mentioned Joker and Bird, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the similarities or the similitude was, I say, they have a good grasp of basketball concepts and instincts intertwined.
Yes.
Like when you watch them, you see both of those things in motion. You know what I'm saying? Both of those things are like,
right.
They intercede at the same time.
At the same time.
Throughout a contest.
Right.
Can you name 10 other players that you could actually say that about?
No, I don't think. No, I don't think you can name 10 players.
Can you even say that about Shy? Can you say that about Ant? Can you say it about Cade? Can you say about Jaylen Brown? Or better yet, let me narrow it down. Can you say that about the other prospective MVP candidates this year?
That's the key. Yeah, just make it simple. No. Now, here's the deal. Those guys have the ability, perhaps they have an ability they're more apt to, if their team needs you to play a certain way, they're more apt to do that. They're more apt to go, all right, man, let me go ahead. Let me get on these boards. Let me go and switch up. Whereas Joker's game is always going to be well-rounded. He's not going to, you know what I'm saying? He's going to rarely have a stat line where I didn't pull my weight here, so let me pull here. It'll always be a triangle. Points, rebounds, assists. You're going to see him making a significant presence night in and night out in those three in equal measure, right?
Okay.
You might not see that with other guys because they first of all, they probably due to them being more athletically gifted. So if they need to go and stretch the floor, make some things happen, rebound wise, they can do that. But again,
so wait a minute, Double J, you saying Jalen Johnson would fit that mold?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen enough of him, so I can't say. But I've seen enough of Joker, and I saw enough of Bird.
Right.
And when I say the reason why it made me think that even the instinct part, man, I watched Bird play a game in a live game, not the playoff game, but in the live game against the Hawks. But he all left hand.
He said, "I'm saving my right hand."
He said, "I'm saving my right hand for the Lakers." Bruh.
Everything left
and
hand.
then whenever they show those NBA promo shots, like before a game, whatever, and they show some of the old school clips or whatever it is, he get a rebound and put it back up with his left hand, a layup.
Right. He meant it.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like baby Joker him really quickly. 22, 10, and 8 this year and 1 steal.
Jalen Johnson?
Those are his averages, yes, for the year.
Dang.
Wow.
So it is.
Okay.
He's criminally underrated right now. And that's what I mean. Like that, the world will know him if he shows up the way that I'm expecting him to in the world's most famous arena.
Okay, so then why did they have trouble, the Hawks? I mean, in a few games this season with the Cavs.
Matchups make everything. First,
matchups make fights. Yeah, styles make fights, right?
Make fights. Yes.
Well, that's a playoff. That's what we should have did. Like, what are the playoff attributes, not of the players, but the playoffs themselves that you must have, that a team must have in order to give themselves the best chance of being successful. We had already said it before. Rebound. You got to be rebounds. You got to be tough. You cannot waste offensive possessions. What else would you throw in there?
How many of these teams have composure when
8 seconds left?
Well, I was about to say about the runs. How many teams? Which of these teams can maintain their composure when their opponent's on the run? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes 3 or 4 possessions may go by, you miss a basket, and then you like the T-Wolves, for example, they subject, at least especially in this series versus the Nuggets, they subject to get out on a run. They can go on a 12, 10-0, 12-0 scoring drought. But you never really worry about if the Nuggets are going to be able to sustain that and get themselves back in order. If that happens,
you said the Nuggets, or you mean the Timberwolves?
The Nuggets. You're not going to worry about the Nuggets being on a 12, on a 12-0 run, like the Timberwolves being on a 12-0 run, and the Nuggets not being able to come back from
respond.
That,
right, got you.
Right. If that happens, let's say to the Cavs, we don't know how they might respond to that.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you what, I did hear Brian Windhorst. He's the go-to end-all be-all for all of this talk. I did hear him say, "Don't beware." He sounded 850 KNR.
All right.
He said, "No. What was I saw? Somebody sent me a clip. That's what it was."
All right. Go
He
ahead.
said, "Bruh," he said, "Don't." He said, "Let the Cavs be down 15 or something close with these Raptors or whatever." He said, "The Raptors run, bruh. They Raptors for real. They run." He said, if the Cavs, he said, don't be surprised if they up big, don't be surprised if they take game one. We're gonna take another break. When we come back, we're gonna finish up some of our NBA playoff edition talk. Then we're gonna ask about the 65 game rule. Then we're gonna get out of here and let y'all go to bed, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Holla at your boy. Legacy Adventure Park. That's right. You understand me? It's the place where your next paintball experience awaits. All right, let's finish up this NBA playoff edition talk. You understand me? And then get up on out of her. So who we got in that series? That's gonna be a tough one, I think, man. I'm gonna take the Nuggets because remember now, Double J, right quick off the top of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Has Joker played more minutes this season than last, or was that the playoffs we talked about last year? He played more playoff minutes than anybody, right?
Right.
Okay, so we got to wait to see. But last year he played almost 42, 43 minutes a game or something like that. It was crazy. And they still took OKC to 7 games. And he didn't have, who's the backup center in Denver now?
Valanciunas.
Valanciunas, yeah.
Okay.
A
viable backup,
right? Yeah, you said somebody to viably spell
Joker. Him enough minutes.
Yep.
That's without a viable backup, and they went and got Brown and a few other guys back, type of deal. So you know what I mean. So imagine now, and this ain't no what if. I believe if the squad the Nuggets got right now, had they and Joker had rest, he was able to rest. Some, you know, when he was able to get his rest. In the playoffs, Shy and them don't win last year, bro. Yeah. I put my stamp on it. That's what I say. But anywho, I'm gonna take the Nuggets in 7 because I think but the problem with the Timberwolves in this particular series, I know Ant is the focal point and he gonna get all the blame and all that type of stuff should they lose because anything can happen. Let's put that out there in any of these any of these playoffs, right? Matchups or whatever. But Rudy Gobert is an offensive liability. He gets a whole bunch of credit, obviously, for being a defensive player of the year and bleeding in blocks and all of that kind of stuff. But if I I don't know. I got a problem with dudes who play the center position, even though it's supposed to be an era of positionless basketball. They're still centers. Dudes who play that position and you cannot drop the ball into them for at least a play or 2 or 3 and they go get a basket.
Right.
If I got to always lob it to you or you got to, you know what I'm saying, and you get off my misses or whatever, you know, I just, you know, I can't count on, I need to be able to count on you. Give me a drop step in the post. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes, even still on offense, and I know I meant to say this earlier, watch out for point guards in these playoffs who have trouble with post entry passes. Just put them. Yeah, I'm serious. You're a professional. And you can't do a post entry pass. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Give me the Nuggets in 7. Do we even need to question OKC at this point for really? No, because they got home court throughout.
Right. Yeah.
The depth is ridiculous. Yeah,
I know. The Oklahoma City Thunder, man. They got 5 NBA franchises, 3 right now and 2 in the future.
You guys, I mean, honestly, I brought up the Pistons kind of using a protected player on Dennis Jenkins with expansion talks, obviously, but OKC actually would run out of space. That actually to me is one of the reasons, in my opinion, why SGA shouldn't be the MVP. That they were okay without him, and it's not anything disrespectful towards how good of a player he is. It was more so how good that team is. I mean, they had multiple people go down. AJ Mitchell went down, and it didn't matter. Then they had
they loaded.
Step up. Like
they loaded.
Case and Wallace was getting legit, run and looked fantastic. Isaiah Joe coming off the bench would start for most teams. It's ridiculous. The other Jalen Williams.
Well, I know we didn't mention the Clippers and the Warriors or the Suns and the Blazers. I don't really think there is any need to. Steph and all of them, they watching their minutes over there. Steph and them's run is done. The Clippers, Garland came over there a little too late.
Yeah, the Blazers lost Niederhauser, and that was why they moved on from Zubats.
Yeah, the Blazers are young. So keep an eye on them, maybe 2 years away from probably making any real noise. And Devin Booker will be out of Phoenix, check your watch, maybe in the next 15 minutes. So
where will he go?
They're losing right now early in the third.
I'm not surprised.
Where will he go? Would he team up with Giannis somewhere?
Hey, let me tell you something right now.
I didn't know. Giannis only wanted to play in New York, meaning nowhere else was an option.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh.
So that sounds more like it could happen then.
Yeah.
Well, it was going to, and then something along the lines with one of the picks that New York agreed, and then they kind of were like, then they backed off. And then after that, it's when many thought like, okay, well, he's just going to go somewhere else. It was like, no, he's not going anywhere because the only spot he agreed to go to was New York.
Hey, I don't know how this will work out. You all are better at trade scenarios and 2-3 team deals and all that type of stuff and money, how the money would move and all of that. But I'm just throwing it out here. I could see Brunson, Hart still there. Mitchell Robinson still there. But Anunoby, Bridges, and Cat gone and adding Giannis and Booker.
If I'm obviously they're moving on from Doc, that is Milwaukee. I personally would have moved on from Giannis too. If you look at the rest of that team with Porter and Rollins and the guy that I'm very high on, I call him the Osman. His name is Osman Dieng. Came from OKC. Again, reiterating how much depth was really there.
Right. Yeah.
That the disposable piece is fantastic. They have the core already. And yes, Giannis, he works and he's a name and he's great in his own right, but they already had a really functional thing there that was very close, that a true complementary piece would have arguably made them into a contender this year.
I thought Cam Thomas would have worked out a little bit better too.
He was the one that was crying about his stats.
You gotta be kidding me. Man, if I'm playing next to Giannis, I ain't crying about nothing.
So unfortunately, that was what ultimately got him let go from that stint with them.
Yeah, okay, well, your fault. Anywho, lastly, before we get out of here, the 65 game rule. Are you all for or against?
No,
absolutely. Yes,
I hate it. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold on, slow down. Hold Nelly, hold on there. Rawhide. One at a time. Go ahead, Double J.
I'm going to say why. It doesn't matter how many games.
No, go ahead, Double J. Go ahead, Double J. You against it? Go ahead, Double J.
I'll go first. It does not matter how many freaking games because it could be 15. And the problem with this league has always been this. They want to manage the team's minutes, and then they want to YMCA this. It's the NBA, not the YMCA.
Wait a minute. Why you didn't let Maxi Priest go?
What's
that? You should have let Maxi Priest go.
Oh, okay. All right. I got you, bro. I got you. All right.
My bad, Double J. No, go ahead, Double J. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. So
No. This is a real game.
Okay.
Anybody who even remotely looked like a starter.
You talking about this Utah? Yeah.
No. I'm talking about Memphis.
Oh, got you. Okay.
First of all, look at they played 6 players in this game. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go back and give an even better example.
Okay.
Because what they did, this is what the new tanking was essentially, which was we're gonna play everybody evenly in the name of I don't know what. And then to ensure we lose the game, we're going to bench the players that actually can positively impact the game for us.
Well, Utah was really egregious at that.
Right.
Beyond egregious.
What is the league that exists? Is it a minor? It's a minor league that exists that once teams are eliminated from playoff contention, their wins give them stock, if you will, to be able to draft higher.
You talking about the Savannah Bananas?
No, seriously. No. That's a product.
Saying.
So no. There's a
league.
It's a minor league. Yeah, there's a minor league. So what
sport though?
I believe it's is it a lacrosse league? I'm gonna find the league, but pretty much what happens is once you're eliminated from playoff contention, to prevent from losing, once you're eliminated from playoff contention, then of course you're going to be able to pick in the draft, but your draft position is predicated on the amount of wins you obtain after losing playoff contention.
Huh?
So basically, you don't tank because you're not going to make the playoffs. You don't continue tanking. You have to win to get more
to increase your draft position.
Yes, to increase your basically to get more chances. Yeah, in the
okay.
Draft,
But it separates you from tanking. It separates you tanking from whether you're just not a good team right now.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Correct.
All right.
So it absolutely
that makes sense.
If the NBA is interested in doing anything about this schedule,
take a look at that.
That would be the thing to do.
Because Gully, shout out. I got to give you a shout out because I don't remember the episode or the show we did in particular. But people they did not believe me. I had to go back and show them. That whole NBA versus USA versus world.
Yeah.
You called that first.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. I know.
You don't remember. What would you say for then?
I didn't know I was first.
Double J, am I lying? Did you hear any talk from the national people about that type of game, all-star game format before he said it?
No.
I promise you all, everybody listening and watching, man, I want, if I'm gonna find that show and replay it. I want, if anybody's willing to do it, we're gonna make that a clip and I'm gonna post that clip. And you look at our clips dated? Are they dated?
They can be.
They can be.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, we can repost the date that we published.
We published it,
and we can verify. And it's easy to verify our publishing.
There it is. That's all I'm asking for. I promise you, man. When I heard that the NBA was doing a World versus USA,
finally hit you.
Yes,
all the times that I said,
get
wow,
out of
here.
Our
stuff.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Get out of here. So I'm just letting y'all know that's a first. What you just suggested, I have yet to hear on any radio show or TV show. Not that I watch a whole lot of it, but my sons do, and they be like, "Dad, did you see this? Dad, did you see that?" So,
right. So a lot of it has to do with the fact that when it comes to tanking, right, the amalgam of it kind of speaks to our whole Western culture, or whatever else. There's penalty. After a certain point, there's penalty attached to great performance. After a certain point, there's penalty attached to great performance.
Yeah, sort of kind of like when the Lakers and the Celtics were in every finals during the 80s. People got tired of seeing that. You know what I mean? They got tired of seeing the Lakers and the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Philly and Houston kind of got sprinkled in a couple of them years. But go ahead.
Right, but what I mean is you'll hear guys like listen to Jeff T's podcast. I think he was talking about the clips about like when he talked about when he got set for the fourth quarter. And he was hot on the game. Yeah, I forgot what game it was when he was with Atlanta. He was hot for a game and he was going. He was rolling through 3 quarters and then they set him for the whole fourth. And it was because you have incentives tied to a certain contract. So a guy, hey man, he on the cusp of paying 1,200 minutes. 1,200 minutes, I give him, that give him an extra 35. That give him an extra 3 or 5 million. He done. Hey, we in the middle of a playoff run. Hey, we need this guy. Nah, he out of here. We can't. No, we not paying for that. Whatever else. So it's penalties attached to good performance after a certain point. Now
that's why I can't place much stock into these Hall of Fame awards and none of these awards because I wish Brother Rich was here. There's no the pure moments in sports now are you don't know what's real and what's not no more. I'd rather watch WWF, whatever.
Right, because
at least they tell me up front, like, hey, this ain't real.
All right, this is
what I'm saying, but they try to sell you on it. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm still gonna say, man, sports gambling it has ripped and shredded the fabric of sport, and it's always been there. But at least they used to do a better job once upon a time of, you know what I'm saying? Now you see me, now you don't type. You know what I'm trying to say?
It seems like the college games, I would start to say it, but it seems like the college games have a little bit more of the authenticity of it. But
that's because of March Madness still.
That's because of March Madness. But
because every game is a 1-game audition.
Yeah. So at least in that era, at least in that instance.
But the NBA, man, it's just oh my god.
But going back to the point though. I think you brought it up. You did bring it up. You was like that game that you showed. I think it was a Jazz and Grizzlies game. Grizzlies only played 6 players.
No. Well, not only that. No. Look, I watch every game every night, and this is egregious. So these are your starters right here.
All right.
21 minutes, 18, 19, and then one that's on a 10-day contract is playing 40. And then your bench is going to outplay your starters?
Right.
No, that's not a fine. Take the pick away.
Yeah.
Right.
No, we're not even, there's no discussion here. Like, that's right. I needed to see what this 10-day contract player could do. Bro, then send him to the Memphis 901.
Yeah.
0210, or I don't care. Send him to the YMCA. Do what you got to do to then go see him there.
But
not when you're. Hey, look at the score. Right, they were up 12 at the end of the first. Not that. Look, nobody's foolish enough to gamble on that team with a 25-win record at that point in time to beat the team with the 50-win record, in spite of them sitting most of their key players. Right. But at the same time, I mean, there might be somebody out there, and I pity for you. But for most of us, this right here is to Gully's point about incentives and the incentive of not wanting to win.
Right.
You've established a lead. I'm the one thing I can control is how many minutes you play.
And think of it this too. This is a home game for the Grizzlies.
Ooh, dang! I ain't even look at that till you said that.
So like you mean to tell me if I'm in the Memphis area, Memphis metropolitan area, I'm paying premium parking, concessions,
that's
memorabilia.
Yes,
to watch this. I'm paying for my margins, the markup on the merchandise, and the product, which is the basketball players themselves. I want to watch how I talk about what product is. And we're talking about human beings. The product.
Yeah, but they asking you as the consumer to pay 100% price for a half.
And subsidize the arena by which we're paying taxes on already to play in. And then this is what we get.
Bro, that's why I told y'all a long time ago. Once I started reading more in depth books like The League by John Eisenberg. You talk about the NFL from its inception to now. Blood in the Garden, the story of the 1990s New York Knicks. You start really, and because we know Charles Oakley, and we've had conversations with him and Clinton Smith, you know, that played on that Cleveland State team that beat Indiana and Bobby Knight. Once you start getting privy with players and you start having conversations, bro, I said, oh, nah, bro. I gave all my merchandise away.
Yeah.
So
you understand,
look,
bro? I don't go to
stadiums. Trick
stadiums.
in the book. Okay, so as you see, Phoenix is losing, right? It was a close game, and then, you know, kind of whatever, they established about a 7-10 point lead. Take a look at the fouls. 4 on Booker, 3 on Brooks. Who else on this team is actually a difference maker?
Yeah.
Right? So that's the oldest trick in the book. The one thing I could do if I'm the referee in order to semi-control the outcome, which is to get the opponent into a more favorable position early, and then maybe lead to a late charge in either overtime or a comeback win, which is your dramatics, theatrics, and storyline.
They're manufactured.
Tim Duncan got ejected from the bench.
Yes.
That's all I got to say. Tim Duncan got ejected from the bench. First of all, when you think of emotion, Tim Duncan is an antonym. All right.
Yeah.
So again, my yes, we understand at this point.
Huh?
There were a few times I've even said to Megan, I'm like, that's like betting against the Globetrotters.
Yeah. I gotta be
you.
But again, fellas, sports gambling is a ticking time bomb.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, let's back up a few clicks. You talked about the fines, right?
Yep.
They fined the Utah Jazz how much? 100,000 or 500,000 or something like that.
Right.
That's really like that's that's what, one parking ticket?
And if it's a fine, don't that go to like development?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, man, come on, man. We're talking about an NBA franchise. You finding them $100,000 for tanking or whatever it is, for resting, sitting players that should have been playing or whatever. Man, come on, man. $5 million maybe.
Right.
$100,000. Man, cut the games, bro. Cut the games. But at the end of the day, though, this whole 65 game thing, y'all know my line. We are in an era of sports, NBA especially, where the storyline is creating the game. At least in my day, the game created the storyline. There were no manufactured moments. And nothing says that more than the 2001 All-Star game versus the one we saw, not this past one, but the one previous. Mike, as they all say, was the ultimate competitor, but so was Iverson, so was Kobe, so was Magic. So you know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
I'm gonna let you. We're gonna win because I don't want you to win. And the other side said, no, well, hold up there now. I was born that night, not last night. You're gonna have to take it from me. It was a natural competitiveness, man, that's missing nowadays. Now everything is incentive based. You know what I'm trying to say? But, anyway, who am I? All right, that does it for our playoff, or should I say our NBA playoff edition. My man Sleepy D is going to be gone from me in a minute here. You understand me?
Here, right?
Man, cut the games. Cut me in and cut it. Oh, man, cut me in and cut it out. Yeah, cut me in and cut it out. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, I leave you with this quote. Opportunity is swift of flight, but slow to return. Let me read that again. Opportunity is swift of flight, but slow to return. It's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out here. Right here on the yard, I should say. I don't know. Maybe next
coming
week.
Up next.
Oh, the NFL draft. I'm for real. I couldn't tell you. After the first 10 players, I couldn't tell you who's who. If y'all want to, we can. We'll see. Well, I'll just depend on, what I'm saying, if my calcium and all that is up to speed and all that old good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm closer to 60 than either one of y'all. I'm older than both of y'all together.
That's fantastic.
I know. I'm just letting you know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Him and Frederick Douglass played on the hoop squad.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Anywho, like I said,
He
we'll
didn't
let
go to
y'all know.
Frederick Douglass High School. He went with Frederick Douglass to high school.
Okay, so anyway, or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course YouTube. And make sure, please, when you're over at the tube, you hit the subscribe button. We'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my dudes, Be Rich, Double J, D Gully, and all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay, and you've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla. Don't say nothing crazy.
All right, nothing crazy.
Yeah.